guys, I'm Dominique.
And I'm Carlos.
And welcome back to Two Modern Vegans.
Today, we're really excited because we have an amazing recipe today, as you've probably seen by the title of this video. Today we're going to be making cinnamon rolls, and these are the ultimate cinnamon rolls. I don't even know what we should call them, but these are the best damn cinnamon rolls. Real quick, just take a second to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure that you hit the notification bell so this way you're notified every time we come out with a new video. Now these cinnamon rolls, they are not healthy, okay? So we don't want y'all coming for us saying that it got too much butter or it got too much sugar. This is a special treat that you have on occasion, or you can choose not to have it. But if you want the best tasting cinnamon rolls, you definitely want to go with this recipe. They're delicious. They melt in your mouth. I mean, anybody's gonna love them, vegan or not.
Also, you can add nuts to these cinnamon rolls. We made them in the past with pecans and walnuts. So we didn't use any for this recipe because we just didn't feel like it. But if you want to add it to yours, you definitely can. It's a good combo. It's very versatile.
All right, guys, let's get into this video. And here are the ingredients that you're gonna need.
Alright guys, in a large bowl we're going to add a half a cup of cane sugar, 1 cup of warm plant-based milk, and we're going to whisk that together until it's combined. Next we're going to immediately add our dry yeast, and we're going to follow the instructions on that packet, and once it foams, it's ready, and we're going to add in our butter and also our 2 vegan egg substitutes. We're also going to add in a half a cup of all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to give that a good stir until that's well incorporated. Then we're going to add in 3.5 cups in total, but we're going to add it in increments because we don't want it to be too hard to stir. And if you have a hand mixer or a stand mix, you can feel free to use that. I just decided to use my whisk. But basically, it should look something like this, and then you're going to scrape down the sides because we don't want any of this goodness to go to waste. Next, we're going to lightly flour our surface, and I got ahead of myself with the flour and put too much, so you don't want to put this much flour, but lightly flour a surface, and then we're going to put our dough there to knead it. And you don't want to knead it too much because the more you knead it, the tougher the cinnamon rolls will become. So you're just going to knead it a couple of times like this, and then you're going to kind of form a ball, and it should look something like this. Then in our same bowl, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, and then we're going to put our dough back in the same bowl, and we're going to make sure each part of this dough is covered in oil. So it basically should look like this. And after we do that, we're going to use a towel, any towel that you have on hand, and we're going to cover it and place it in a dark area for 2 hours. Next, we're going to make our caramel sauce using vegan butter, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and 1/4 cup of plant-based milk. And we're going to mix that up until it's well incorporated. And we're also going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And you're going to want to cook this until it slightly bubbles. We don't want to overcook it, but once it becomes a caramel consistency, it is complete. And then we're going to add that to our baking dish, and we're going to place this to the side because we're going to put our cinnamon rolls on top. Now it's been 2 hours and our dough should look something like this. So we're going to go ahead with a little bit of flour again, and we're going to put it on our countertop, and we are going to begin to make our cinnamon rolls, you guys. So basically we're going to put it down, and we're going to try to make a square at first, and then roll it out using a rolling pin into a rectangle. And it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, mine is not perfect. I'm no professional baker, but it should basically look something like this. And now we're going to make our brown sugar cinnamon mixture using 1 cup brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And we're going to put that to the side. We're going to use 6 tablespoons of butter. And I went ahead and I used my fingers to put it on this dough mixture. But you don't have to if you don't feel comfortable. You can always use a brush, but I like using my fingers because I feel like it spreads more evenly. And at the bottom of this cinnamon roll, you're going to want to leave an inch free of butter because we need it to be butter free so that we can pinch it close at the end. So you're going to rub in all the butter and it should look something like this. And then we're going to go in with our brown sugar cinnamon mixture and we're going to put it all over everywhere where we had butter. And it should basically look something like this. And when you're complete, you're going to press it in there so that it doesn't fall out when we begin to roll it. And now we're going to roll it starting from the top. So I know it's called cinnamon rolls, but you don't just roll it. You have to lift, roll, and tuck. So lift, roll, and tuck, you guys. Just keep doing that until you're complete and you get to the end. And your cinnamon roll should be all intact. Now, towards the bottom of it is where we're going to pinch it. As you can see, I'm just pinching it close so that the cinnamon sugar mixture does not fall out. And it should basically look something like this. And this recipe makes about 12 cinnamon rolls. If you guys have a piece of string or thread, you can also use that to cut it. I didn't have that on hand, so I just used a knife because as you can see, when I cut it, the knife it like pinches it close a little bit. So if you use a thread or something else of that sort, it won't pinch it close. And then we're going to place these cinnamon rolls on top of the caramel sauce, just like so. And it basically looks like this. So as you can see, it's not perfectly round because I did use the knife. So if you use the thread or a string, it'll give you perfectly round cinnamon rolls. But after we do this, we're going to want to press them down a little bit and then we're going to bake it in the oven at 375 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Okay? And this is what it looks like when it comes out the oven, you guys. We're gonna go in with some more butter. Yes, the butter helps softens it. So we're gonna just brush butter on each cinnamon roll and then we're gonna flip it onto a pan. So be careful, it is hot, okay? I have a high tolerance to pain, so I can do it. And this is our cinnamon rolls, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy.
All right, guys, we hope that you enjoyed this recipe. We hope that it was easy to follow, of course. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video if you're not already. And we also want to thank our new subscribers and our loyal subscribers. We now have over 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. And thank you to our followers also on Instagram and Facebook. That following has been growing as well. So thank you guys again. We appreciate all the love. Until next time, you guys. Bye.